What's up, team? It's Real Spaz with Alpha Day Trading, and in this video I am going to break down everything you need to know regarding the TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim trading platform. If you're part of Alpha Day Trading or you're subscribed to me on YouTube, you would have seen that this is the trading layout that I use every morning, Monday through Friday. If you're a beginner trader or you're new to investing, this screen may seem like a lot. You may be confused, you may feel overwhelmed. At least generally speaking, I did, and most people who start this process do feel confused. But luckily in this video I am going to start from the beginning and break down the basics. Alright, let's start on the left side. At the left bottom of your screen you have a plus sign next to a settings gear sign. Click that plus sign and up above a pop-out will drop down. You have your account info, calculator, chart, blah blah blah. The only thing that's really important is Tetris. I'm just playing, that's not important. The only thing that's important is your level 2. Let's do that. So you can see Tesla level 2. We'll talk about how level 2 is important in a later video. You can also put down your watch list. With your watch list, it will pop up as default. If you don't want default, I usually go to top 10% gainers in NASDAQ, or you could change it to the top 10 losers. Live news is pretty important. So you know when earnings drop or businesses talk about cancer, or as you can see right here, Tesla, Twitter, SpaceX, talk. You know, so this is important. And on this screen, you could come to the show actions menu at the top right of each pop-out. Click that. You could either detach gadget and then click this pin to make sure that when you click out of the screen it doesn't go away like that, or you could detach gadget, hit the pin, and now you could put this anywhere you want it to go. You know, you could put it on a different screen, or you could make it smaller, or you could leave it where it was. Moving on, let's go over to chart. How did I get this chart? I think one automatically pops up, but let's say I wanted 2 charts or 6 charts or however many charts I deem necessary. You want to go to the top right of your screen where it says show grid actions. Click that, customize grid. If you click the first option, it pops out a graph or a chart to the bottom. And if you click the third option, you could take it away. Or if you click the second option, it'll pop up a chart to the side. Or you could click the third option to make it go away. For the sake of this video, let's do 4, because that's how I usually have it on my layout for Thinkorswim. And if you're done setting up your graphs or your charts, you could just come up to the same show grid actions as before, and then click customize grid to get rid of them. There you go. Okay, moving on. Let's add some more stock symbols. As you can tell, at the top left of each of these pop-outs, it says enter symbol. If you just enter something that's not true, it will say we cannot find this symbol. Let's do GME, that's GameStop. And then on this one, let's do FB, that's Meta / Facebook. And then over here, let's do Googs, that's Google. On these 3 charts, you will see at the bottom of each of them there are blue lines. These blue lines is the volume in millions and millions, millions. Sometimes it's thousands, but in this case they are all millions. You're probably wondering, Spaz, how is this one red and green, indicating the red is selling, the green is buying? What you want to do is go up to your settings at the top of each of the charts, appearance. At appearance, you want to go to the bottom and click color as symbol ticks. Like I said, red indicates selling, green indicates buying. Volume is very, very important when you're day trading, and we'll talk about that in a later video. I want my green obviously to be filled as well. It just looks good on the chart. So let's change that. Click apply. Okay, there you go. Same thing for this one. Settings, appearance, volume bars. color as symbol ticks, not preset color. Color as symbol ticks. Apply. We want our green filled. It looks better on the chart. Okay. Okay. Same thing with this one. Apply. Okay. Okay, moving on. So that was the setting. You can obviously just go back, check or uncheck the variables you want or don't want. Price action, fit studies, fit highs and lows. Do the same thing. Expansion area, percent up, percent down. I usually have my percent up at about 20% and my percent down at about 20% as well. And if not, your graph will literally end at this line. I like a little space, so you know it's just easier to read. Personally, for me, if you don't want to change that, obviously you don't need to. Continue with the settings. Obviously, change your intervals. I like the 1 day because I'm a day trader. But obviously, you have to look at the bigger picture some of the times to see past resistance. Obviously, this is resistance right here, and past support. Obviously, this is support. We'll talk about resistance. We'll talk about support in a later video. Moving on, in this video, we're just gonna basically grasp the concepts of the basics. 1 day, 1 minute chart is perfectly fine for me. If you're a swing trader and you like to trade weekly or even hold your position for a month or two and then sell, you would want to change these settings. But like I said, I don't trade that way. You could go to your appearance. We went over this a little bit. You want these filled. If not, your graph is going to look like that. And honestly, the rest of the settings is, if you're a day trader, nothing to worry about. You see people have lines, and you're probably wondering, Spaz, how do I draw a line for a trend line? How do I show an uptrend? So what you want to do is come over here to drawings, drawing tools, click trend line. Click and then move it wherever you want it to go. In this case, we want it to go here. This one is cool because you can always change it. You could change the color of it. You could change if you want it to be dashed lines. I did that here. Come over here, right click it, edit properties. We could change the color if we wanted to. Let's change it to gold and then long dash lines. Click OK, and there we go. We also have other drawing tools. On drawing tools, let's say you just want a straight horizontal line. You want to come over here, click price level, click one time, and then click exactly where you want it to go. Let's say, like I said, this was resistance. Click another time. That's resistance. Click one time to activate it. Click another time, keep moving around, and then click another time to deactivate or to actually activate the actual line. This is support. Like I said, I usually like to change the colors. I usually right click it, right click the price action line, edit properties, color. I usually change it to purple, and I usually have it at a dashed line. Come over here, click OK. Resistance lines, I come over here, click edit properties. I usually change my resistance line to gold. It pops out. And a solid line because I don't want to be buying at resistance. I'd rather be selling. See how that pops out? Or at least to me, I'm colorblind. I'm not sure about you guys, but it pops out very heavy to me. Okay, moving on. Come over here, click studies. When you click studies, we'll talk about this more in a later video, but for a quick update, quick studies is basically your moving averages. For a day trader, all of this other stuff is unnecessary. You know, you want to be paying attention to your EMAs, your VWAPs, your MACDs, and your SMAs. Like I said, we'll talk about this all in a later video. Moving on. We'll talk about accounts. All right, moving on to the very top right of your screen, you have another setting set up. click that, go to application settings. In application settings, you could obviously pick what you want, unpick what you don't want. If you go over to hotkeys, this is very important if you're a day trader, because when you're a day trader, you want quick enters, quick exits, and efficient exits as well. So you want hotkeys, because if not, you'll be forced over here to right click, then click buy, and then etc. If you click setup, application settings, go to hotkeys, enable, and then change it. And these are my settings preferably, but you could change them whatever makes sense to you. At the right side of each of these charts, you'll see a bunch of letters. N is news for that specific stock. Level 2, I usually have it under each one of my graphs because these are important for day trading. This is the bids and the asks. You'll be able to tell where there's stronger momentum, whether it's stronger momentum in buying or stronger momentum in selling. After that is your, what is dashboard? Dashboard, you just buy, you just sell, it's quick. By the way, this sidebar is called the active trader. Phase score is really not important. Chart, we could get rid of that, or we could bring it back. Like if you wanted to get rid of your chart and then just look at the level 2, you could do that. I wouldn't recommend doing that though. Big buttons, just instead of having to right click and buy and sell it, like I said, you don't want to do that if you're a day trader. If you're a day trader, you'd rather have quick entries, quick exits. So your big buttons is auto send, especially if you wanted to do that really fast. Like if you have your auto send box checked, a warning wouldn't even pop up that you would have to confirm, so you're able to sell and buy literally at a click of a button. After your big buttons, this is your active trader. This is the same thing as big buttons and your level 2 all in one. Time and sales. This is important because you can see the price at how many shares someone bought and the exact time. You're probably wondering, oh, how do I zoom in? So you can zoom in by left clicking your mouse and just hovering over where you want to zoom in. So if I want to make a 1 minute chart and zoom into 9 o'clock, come down here, move this to about 9 o'clock, as you can see on the bottom of the chart. This is let's say 9:30 when market opens, right here. Come over here. Now I see the first 30 minutes of the bell rather than from 9:30 all the way till 6 p.m. I know I went over everything pretty fast, and if you have any questions, make sure you comment below. I am going to answer any and all questions. There's no such thing as a dumb question, so I really hope you take time out of your day to want to learn, because I want to take time out of my day to give value and give education. If you want to learn more about investing or day trading or anything regarding the lines of the stock market, I am going to place a link down below where you can join me and my team. There's a live trade room. There's video lessons library. It teaches you everything from A to Z, from beginner to expert. I will actually be starting to live stream late April. But if you want to be with like-minded individuals and you want to get to that next level and you want to be with the best trading platform on earth, make sure you click that link and join us. And if so, we'll see you there.